The Meghalaya Cabinet, in its meeting on the 15th of January 2025, approved several important initiatives aimed at driving development and addressing public concerns. The state anthem will soon include lines in the Pnar language following suggestions from the Jaintia Hills. The updated anthem is set to be unveiled during the Meghalaya Games in Jowai later this year. In cultural advancements, guidelines for a new Art and Heritage Award have been approved. This award will honor excellence in performing arts, folk traditions, and craftsmanship, with recipients selected by a committee led by the Chief Secretary. In education, the Cabinet approved the Meghalaya School Service Rules 2025, which aims to improve promotion opportunities for government LP school teachers, addressing previous limitations. The Cabinet also established a fee structure for forensic analysis services under the Forensic Science Analysis Fee Rules, categorizing agencies into 4 groups based on their affiliation and jurisdiction. Urban planning received a boost with the approval of the Meghalaya Town and Country Planning Scheme covering New Shillong Township. This initiative aims to curb unplanned growth and enhance coordination among stakeholders. Amendments to the Meghalaya State Investment Promotion and Facilitation Act were also passed to streamline investment processes. The revised act prioritizes incentives for industries generating local employment and ensures compliance with land regulations. The investment body has been renamed the Meghalaya Investment Promotion Authority. The Meghalaya Day Awards 2025 recipients were announced today. Sembertush A. Sangma for Arts and Literature, Reverend Wiley Kopa Kongwir for Social Services, and Kamoy Walang for Sports and Games. Finally, the Cabinet approved the official Republic Day 2025 speech, concluding its agenda. These decisions reflect the government's commitment to cultural preservation, education reforms, and sustainable development.
The first agenda today was the amendment to the state anthem. I am happy to announce and inform that based on some of the suggestions that have come to us from our representatives from Jaintia Hills, especially our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Mr. Snyabalang, and the other representatives and the cabinet ministers and the public at large, the cabinet today has decided to amend the Meghalaya state anthem, and we are happy to include few lines in Pnar in the state anthem. So this will be unveiled in the state Meghalaya Games, which will be held in Vijay in Jaintia Hills, and we'll be playing it on that particular day. So that was the first decision that was taken by the cabinet today. The second decision was to institute and constitute guidelines for the Art and Heritage Award. The Art and Culture Department has proposed awards to be given to different individuals. The third decision was for the approval of the Meghalaya School Service Rules 2025. This basically has been done because in the past service rules there was very less scope for promotion when it came to the LP school teachers and assistant teachers, and they would be stuck in a certain position for many years, and there were limited scope for promotion, which also created a bit of conflict between different sections in the education department. And hence, after deep consultation with different associations, the education department has today amended the rules. As I said, this is the Meghalaya School Service Rules 2025, and this is going to pave way for a better scope of promotion when it comes to government LP school teachers. Was for the framing of the state rules to regulate the payment of analysis fees for examination of various cases, exhibits, articles in the Directorate of Forensic Science under Home Department. This is done because many a times the fact that we have a forensic lab right now, which is state of the art, we are getting requests from different agencies, some government, some private, as well as other states, and hence we don't have a system to actually classify these requests and also charge them as per the fees that is required. So we have today just cleared on the basis of the proposals that have come in to have classifications for agencies that are that of government of Meghalaya. So there's a class A, class B, class C, class D. So class A includes the government of Meghalaya, class B includes agencies in Meghalaya but not under the administration of the government of Meghalaya. Class C includes agencies not under the territorial jurisdiction or administration of Meghalaya, and class D shall include all other private agencies. So this was just a continuation and smooth lining of the entire working process of the Directorate of Forensic Science under the Home Police Department. Yeah, so the proposal to implement the town and country planning scheme. Now, as you're aware that in the master plan for Shillong area, there's almost a 290 square kilometer area that is there, which includes Maukanu and Dingpaso area, all the ones that are within that area. Exact localities I will not be able to give right now, but I'm just mean the plan that has been made. So under that plan, there are about 290 square kilometers. Now, what is happening in these areas is that at the local level, at certain department level, at district council level, at the Dorbar Shnong level, individuals are developing the areas as per their own desire and as per their own plans. And so you're seeing somewhere the road is being constructed in a certain manner, certain areas being implemented, only to realize that, you know, it should have been on the other side, and you know, there's a stream out there and there's a forest issue coming up. So the coordination was not taking place for the town and country planning, which means the countryside, which means beyond the municipal areas and beyond the town areas. But because of the urbanization that's taking place now, there is a need to ensure that there is a coordination between the different stakeholders. So in the past, we were not having the coordination between the stakeholders. Everybody was doing it at their own individual level, and which was creating more of an unplanned growth of the new countryside area and the new town areas that are developing now, which is basically urbanizing. So there was a need to have, and this is being done in all the states in the country, there's a need to have a town and country planning scheme. What this scheme does is it brings all the stakeholders, that includes the local traditional institutes, the Rangbashnongs, Nokpas, Rait, Ilakas. It brings the autonomous district councils, it brings the public on board, and it brings in the different departments that are involved on board, and all the other stakeholders that are involved in those particular areas. And then this allows discussion among the different stakeholders to really plan and approve and discuss of what kind of development programs should take place. And obviously, even if one stakeholder does not agree to a particular plan, then that plan does not move forward. So this is basically a scheme which is going to allow a platform for a more coordinated effort towards town and country planning. And in no way is this particular scheme going to intervene into any kind of rights of any particular department or the Rangbashnongs or the district councils. It only acts as a platform to allow the different stakeholders to come together. So this is the scheme that is being brought in, and obviously there needs to be an amendment that needs to be made, and this of course will be coordinated by the Urban Affairs Department, and to introduce this particular scheme and a process to allow this planning to take place along with all the stakeholders, there will be an amendment which will be required in the Meghalaya Town and Country Planning Act. An ordinance is being brought in to allow this scheme to be introduced, to allow coordination for planning in the town and countryside planning, which this scheme will do. So this was an important decision that was made, and this is, as I said, we're going to be done in coordination with all the different stakeholders, and only once the clearance is given by everybody, only that particular plan will move forward. So this was an important decision that was made, and based on that, of course, to include this particular scheme, the necessary amendments to introduce the name of the scheme and the provision of the scheme, the amendments in the Meghalaya building bylaws also will be done. So that was one important decision today. The last important decision that was taken in the cabinet today was the amendment in the Meghalaya State Investment Promotion and Facilitation Amendment Ordinance Act 2024, and we have brought in an amendment in the Meghalaya State Investment and Promotion and Facilitation Ordinance for 2024 is being brought in. As you are aware that this is being done, this particular act has been passed by the government to facilitate the entire process of investment in our state. I have clarified in the past that earlier there used to be a single window agency which used to handle the different investment projects in the state. But because of the wide spectrum of sectors, which also includes today the health sector, the agriculture sector, the tourism sector, the IT sector, the power sector, and obviously the industry sector, the investment horizon has really broadened. And hence we needed a larger or a much more broader based authority to look into this particular aspect, and that is what led to the creation of the Invest Meghalaya agency at that point in time.